This is Tammy C. Walker, the owner of Dreams Are a Reality. I created this channel to provide light and love. How are you doing? I am doing good. I had a great night of sleep. Oh my God. I went to bed at 9 o'clock. I am not an go to bed early type of girl. As I'm getting older, actually have been going a little earlier sometimes, like 11. That's early for me. Sometimes 10, but 9, no. Unless I'm sick. I'm not sick, but I feel good getting that good sleep. Oh, must have been tired. I want to talk about why people don't feel like they deserve good. Again, why people don't feel like they deserve good. Before I get started with that, can you hit the like button, please? Also, subscribe to my channel if you like what you've been seeing. I've been doing a lot of short remixes, but I always have to do my regular stuff because I got to get the word out. So I'm saying that to say, at times, people, they know they're getting subpar treatment, but they don't require more. Just smashed my finger in the door, you all. God dog it. Like that. But seriously, okay, for an example, you are at a job. You know that your manager is mistreating you. It's a toxic place. It's just not a good place. So let me just break this down. I just want to be a little bit more clearer on these job situations. If you are 20, 30, I might even go for a cool 40. You can make up some of that stuff. If you have a pension, you have retirement set up, all of that. You got enough time, especially 30-something, you got enough time to recoup a lot of stuff. It's not a lot of places with pensions, so I get it. But for me, I guess I'm just crazy sometimes. I don't care about no pension, especially if I was younger. Now, I'm not talking about my age. I would have to leave some of that stuff behind. I cannot do bad treatment in toxic environments. For me, maybe not for you, but I think this the same effect on many people because I hear about it. You hear about it. The stress it puts on your body, having a nervous stomach every time you enter the building, dreading waking up on Sunday, going to bed rather on Sunday to wake up on Monday, dreading seeing your manager, dreading seeing the whole company. I mean, no, that's not quality living. You feeling sick when you there, you feeling stressed out, you know your pressure shooting up. Is that worth those benefits and pension and all that? It's not if you dead. Always require the best. Perfection is not out there. So that's not what I'm saying. But you all know some work environments are better than others, and you want that better. Okay, let me think of another one. You living in a space. The landlord, I'm going to use a real life example that I got, not from a client, I'm just saying. You have leaks in your bathroom. It's just a mess. They don't want to fix no repairs. You telling them the floor is messed up here. The wall is this way there. And I, Tammy Sharice Walker, is getting ready to spend her, you know you got to spend over $1,000 these days for rent. So it's going to be $1,000 through $1,800, I'm sure, wherever you live, because that's how it is here in Chicago and in the suburbs. I'm going to give you my over $1,000 a month, and you're not going to do a repair, and I'm going to sit there and take that? No, not in this lifetime. Okay, last but not least, y'all know where I'm going with this one. You in a relationship. No love, no love. married, unmarried, I don't care. You're going through the motions. There is no intimacy. There is no sex. We're not dating. We're not even hardly talking. It's to the point where couples don't even sleep together. Married couples. And I gotta stay for that. That's the best that I'm gonna get on planet Earth. I use those scenarios just to say, always expect the best in your life. In those areas, work, home, relationships, not only your love relationships. These are the things you can do, because when bad things happen, people start blaming themselves. It's my fault anyway, all this stuff happened. Well, okay. We can't control your manager. Truly can't control the coworkers. You can't even control that owner or the CEO of the company, because a lot of times that toxic environment stems from the top. If the CEO is a caring person, he's going to make his upper management follow suit. Upper management has to make the next level follow suit. So on and so on. When I worked for U.S. Cellular, the owner was very kind, is kind. I'm trying to remember if he passed away. I can't remember. I think he did, but his kids took over. When it was time for a review, you got to rate your manager. They held those people accountable. It was one guy, he started causing chaos later. He had been there for a while. And I tell you, before I left there, he got fired. Yep, because he was trying to take away the work at home stuff, and he was doing some stuff I guess they didn't like it, and they fired him. They didn't play that. And that's how all these companies should be. And I know it's different with the government entity, but they need to hold these managers and upper management accountable, because they are wreaking havoc on these employees. It's getting better though. It used to be way worse. People got bullied so bad at work. It is shameful. Don't sit in situations like that. You deserve better. Okay, your home life. Really all this stuff, right? Get your paper out and your pen and write down what you desire. I'm sorry, my sister chatting me. It throws me off when people do that. Write down what you desire in a job. I remember, and I didn't leave U.S. Cellular because it was bad, although I ended up with a not good manager at the end. I don't even know how he slid through the cracks. I think he was good friends with somebody in upper management. He wasn't the best, though, but whatever. He was tolerable, but he wasn't good to me. Anyway, nevertheless, don't let me start. I could do a whole podcast on bad managers. Anyhow, anyway. Write down what you desire. So I left there because I went and pursued my degree in social work, and I had to do internships. So I wasn't going to be able to work there anyway, full time. Get your paper and write down, this is what I desire in a manager. Kind. These are my words. You pick whatever you want. Knowledgeable. Open door policy. Fair. Write it down. What type of work environment do you want? Boom, 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 write it down. I left my other job. Okay, so I'm at this job. I started here 3 years ago, 2020 almost. I left briefly over, it wasn't them. We work at schools, and the school I worked at was just unbearable. So I ended up leaving the company, but I came right back a few months later because the work environment is so pleasant, and they treat us so good. It's more like a family style. I work for not-for-profit, so it's not like corporate at all. And I'm at my school by myself. It's flexible. It's free. Yeah, it's hard work. You're working with kids, and they have trauma. But that's what I signed up for as a social worker. But at least I appreciate the company I work for and how easygoing and laid back it is. I thank God for that, because I've been through a lot of stressful, chaotic situations in corporate America. I'm not knocking corporate for other people. It's just not my thing. And I realized that early on as a young woman, But yeah, it just wasn't for me. But hey, whatever. Everybody got to do what they got to do. Everybody is an individual. I'm not saying, I never get on here and say, these are my thoughts that's just coming out of my head. I'm not never saying it's correct. Um, this is my channel. So I just get on here and say what I want, Yeah, but I'm never saying this stuff I'm saying is the golden rule. It's my experience. I should name this the Tammy Walker Experience. With your home, your house is your castle. You deserve for that to be a nice space. Okay, even if you have a studio with no bedroom, or if you have a 2-bedroom apartment, if you have a 3-bedroom home, 2-bath, if you have a condominium, if you have a townhome, it does not matter. It should be up to code to your liking. Your house is your castle. When you put your key in your lock, I know you probably feel like me. I'm like, whew, I'm always glad to be home because this is where I feel safe. This is where I can journal. This is where I make my coffee. This is where I entertain. This is where I watch my funny TV shows. This is where I do my second job in my office. Look, my office now, I have an office. This is where I do my second job on the video as a therapist. This is where I have my meetings for work and for my second job. I have a meeting tomorrow. This is where I do my own therapy for me. And I love being here. I cannot be somewhere where I'm paying rent and stuff is falling apart and the landlord doesn't want to fix it. That means it's time to go. The loveless relationship. Why? And I know it's easy for me to get on here and do this. I don't have kids. When kids are involved, it's a lot. When you have to separate your kids from their dad, or the dad have to take the kids from the wife, it's a lot. Or even if you're not married and you were living together with your kids, it's a lot. I get it. So I'm not making light of any of that. But if you're not communicating, you're not having sex, you're not giggling together, laughing sometimes, you're going to have disagreements. All of us do. But if it can be more love, then look, hate, because it's a thin line between love and hate. It may be time for you, I don't always say divorce. I say separate. Even if you're, living together, separate. If it's not working, and clear the space. Separation is one of the best things because it creates space. It can create you and them missing each other and realizing how great each other really is. But, we all are individuals and we get tired and we get depressed and we get stressed. And when we get like that, we're not really good in our relationship. We really do have to learn to communicate effectively and support each other. And say those words, babe, I'm not feeling very well mentally. I'm feeling depressed. I'm feeling down. I'm feeling not myself, if you don't want to say the word depressed. Sometimes people don't even know what's going on. But if you have a good husband, a good wife, a good boyfriend, good girlfriend, good fiance, stick in there with them. Don't go running out, grabbing third parties, thinking that's going to be the Band-Aid you need. It just creates chaos. And, God forbid if the lady gets pregnant by the person she's messing around with, or if the guy gets a lady pregnant. Now you got a whole new scenario that's going to really put way more stress on the relationship than you already had. So getting third parties don't work. It's just more chaos. But always, in all things I just named, expect the best, ask for the best, and write it down on the paper. Pen to the paper is power. I write down everything. This is what I'm going to go do now. Get my coffee set up and open my notebook and boom, boom, boom. I done had good sleep too. Oh, I'm probably about to write my whole everything I desire today. Because I done slept well. My students are testing. I don't have to run group today, or it looks like the whole week. So I'm just basically going to the school and doing my other work. So I got a clean slate of paper to write down the stuff I desire. And you can write it down. You can listen to me. But the key to this whole thing is believing you deserve to be in a workspace, whether you work remote 100% or you're in, hybrid, or you're 100% in the office or wherever you work, manufacturing, it don't matter. Believe in your heart, I deserve a good workspace. It truly exists. Good exists, you all. It don't have to be all gloom and doom. Let's move on over to your house. I don't care if it's 400 square feet. I don't care if it's 500 square feet. I don't care if it's 2,000 square feet or higher. I deserve a beautiful home. I want to come home to walls with no holes in them. I want to walk on nice wood floor or whatever you want to walk on, nice plush carpet. I want my window treatments to be nice. I want to be, if I'm renting, the building management, the landlord truly cares. The building has great reviews. If you buy your own home, you don't want no crappy neighbors. Because people think, I'm just going to buy my own house. And sometimes you crap out with a bad neighbor. You can't control that. But you really want to live on a block. And, that's nice. Where your neighbors are, not junky or starting drama with you. So it's always a variable. But write down what you desire. You already know what to do for your mate. I desire a mate that's kind, that's fun-loving, that loves God. To me, I put these kind of things on it. Everything I just named, hygiene has to be on point. That's like really important to me. Handsome, taller than me. I'm almost 5'7", so I really prefer 6 feet and up. He could be 5'10", 5'11". I'm not like that. I knew somebody was like, he has to be 6'2" and up. He has to be, and you wonder why you don't have anybody. Okay. Anyway, same for the guys. Write down what you want in your lady. Write it down. We exist, guys. We truly exist. And desire and deserve. You know that you deserve the best. Stop taking this second-rate stuff. It's good out here. Go get your good. I'm Tammy C. Walker signing off. Dreams are a reality. Please subscribe and hit like. Thank you all for sticking with me and listening. God bless you all. Bye.